reason why I wanted to style green today is because I don't have a lot of green in my closet. But when I styled it, I wanted to see if it was a hit or a miss.
Let's go. Fearfully and wonderfully made. God on my side, I'm never afraid. Right. Walking in purpose and living my destiny. I gotta tell my story. I wanna help somebody be free.
Greetings, savvy stylers, and welcome back to InStylePhD, Fashion to Lead, where your style tells your story and every room deserves your presence. I'm Dr. Sharon McDaniel, and welcome back. If you're new, welcome. And if you're an old savvy styler, thank you for coming back. Well, today we're going to have such a good time. I decided that I'm going to make fun of me. One of the leadership moments is that you got to be able to make fun of yourself and not take yourself too seriously. So we're going to be talking about the fits or misfits. So there are some, I've been styling for about a year over on Instagram. And so I've also been trained by Law Roach earlier this year. So I'm going to look at some of the fits of the old and say, is this a fit or a misfit? And you can judge for yourself. And so we're going to talk about if it's fit, then we'll keep it. If it's a misfit, then what we're going to do is say, how would I restyle it? And in the cutaways, you'll see how I would style it and make it a fit. So I know you're wondering what I'm wearing today. So I have the description at the bottom of the video. I hope you like it. So the reason why I wanted to style green today is because I don't have a lot of green in my closet. But when I styled it, I wanted to see if it was a hit or a miss. And as you see in the cutaway, there are wonderful ways in which you can style green. And so I have some charts for you. If you wanted to style it with lavender or cream or brown, there's tons of ways in which we can style green. And so I wanted to make fun of myself to see if it was a hit or a miss. You decide. So let's go to the first outfit, onto the cutaway. Y'all, what was I doing here? I like the fact that I was trying to color block, and I actually like the Martine Rose times Nike shoes. They're actually fire. But did you all see the burgundy, the green, and that was way too much. So if we look at what I could have done, the refit, you see the Martine Rose shoes, the green coat, and if I wanted to do a color block, I would have done the pants and the corset, or I could have done the dress. So that would be the refit, but not what I had. So that was absolutely a misfit. What do you think? So let's look at our second fit. We love anything Gucci, right? So you see I have my horse fit bag, my cargo jeans, and that's a pretty decent outfit, but we can amp that up a bit. Let's look at the things that we can make it additive, right? That's a Gucci scarf and some Gucci shoes and a Gucci vest. It doesn't have to be Gucci, but you can see how we can amp up that look by just adding those accessories. What do you think? All right, on to our third look. What do you think here? This one needs a little bit of blending. You see I have that Louis Vuitton bag, but I needed to put some, perhaps spice it up, added spice. So I'm thinking about, you see the boots and the gloves? I think that would pop it a bit. What do you think? So what did you think about look number 3? All right, with the additive, I think it's better. On to look number 4. So I kind of like this. This is a little edgy. This is a tuxedo jacket that I paired with some jeans and Schiaparelli shoes and my little gold bag. And, I love those. I believe those are my Versace glasses. So I think that that's pretty cute for a savvy styler. What do you think? All right, we'll think that's a hit. On to look number 5. Well, it's okay, but I'm not wild. A little elevation is needed. So as you see in the cutaway here, I've done some elevation. I've added a mink coat and some heels, not those little kitten shoes. I've added some heels. So I think that elevates the outfit. What do you think? All right, on to look number 6. Let's look at what we have here. All right, well, I have this beautiful brown teddy coat with my lovely hat and my Chloe bag. But why do I have those black boots? Not sure what was going on there, But if we look at the cutaway, you see that I've elevated it by just adding a brown boots and said, that's all, folks, just add a brown boot. So I think adding that brown boot has certainly elevated the outfit. What do you think? On to look number 7. I think I got this one. This is a Christopher John Rogers jacket paired with some blue jeans and some shoes. I think that this one is okay. Now, I'll tell you, I was still learning how to work my camera. You see my face is a little orange in that one. I still learn how to use my camera. I'm a little bit better these days. That was last year, okay? All right, on to look number 8. Y'all, I love this. Now, this might be a little bit too much for folks, but this is my green and everything. You see, I have my Schiaparelli shoes, my Brandon Blackwood bag, my fabulous, I believe those may be Prada glasses, and that coat is fire. That's from Akira. I knew that was way too much for some folks, but for me, fire. So I love this outfit. What about you? Is that too much or just right? That's a hit. All right, on to look number 9. We have another teddy coat. We have our Brandon Blackwood bag again and our boots with our Dolce & Gabbana belt and our hat. What I would have done differently in this one, and you'll see in the cutaway, is that I would have styled it with a black belt and a black hat. So I think that would have set that off. So what do you think? Or do you like the green? But I think I like the black. All right. On to our final look. Now, this is a recent look that I've styled for you all, and I like this one. So I think that this is absolutely a hit. What do you think? I hope you like my hit or miss. And now I'm going to go on to some styling of some outfits for you that I put together for you in green. Let's look at the cutaway.
Here's style number 1. Now this style number 2 is one fit, styled 4 different ways. Now, this style number 3 is one fit, styled 3 different ways. Now this style number 4 is one fit, styled 3 different ways.
So I hope you've enjoyed Hit or Misfit. I've enjoyed putting this together for you today. And if you like, pass on to other people. We are growing our channel, and I'd love to have many more savvy stylers. So until next time, I'll see ya. Bye now.
Wow, Sharon, thanks for sharing with us the fits or misfits. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button. Drop a comment below. Share it with a friend. And of course, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And please remember to visit Sharon's website at www.fashionfusionbyinstylephd.com. We'll see you next time.